Welcome to Mana TV TV5. You are watching Insight with Praveen Puram live from Atlanta. Today, our esteemed guest is Pratibha Gupta. She is in PhD research and welcome Pratibha ji to the
Thank
show.
you. Thank
And
you.
today, thank you so much for coming for joining us and giving us more insight on today's topic about importance of vitamin in our daily life. Right. So, welcome to the show, Pratibha ji.
Thank you so much. Thank you and welcome and namaste. And also, thank you, Mr. Raviji, for inviting me for this special occasion. And thank you for Mana TV for inviting me as a guest. I'm very proud of that. And, I'm very ready to start off this topic called importance of vitamin. So
Awesome.
I will be ready to have any questions, and I'm going to start my presentation. Thank you.
Sure, Pratibha ji. Let me introduce Pratibha ji to the audience and our viewers of TV5 and Mana TV. So, Insight with Praveen Puram has been bringing great people, great leaders onto this show exclusively for NRIs to benefit in their day-to-day life. It might be professional, it might be personal, it might be health, it might be anything in their entrepreneurship. So continuously we were watching on the entrepreneurship shows. Today we have Dr. Pratibha ji. Let me introduce her in detail. Dr. Pratibha Gupta is a PhD in biochemistry, research associate professor in Dayton, Ohio. She is also a research associate in human health and performance food nutrition and health. She is an active member of many Asian Indian cultural organizations. Board member for Hindu Temple of Dayton, Ohio. Whoever is in Dayton, Ohio, definitely you might be knowing Dr. Pratibha ji. President of India Club, she is a passionate and a great supporter of Indian native languages, dance and music. She is an author of a book which is a collection of Hindi poems, ghazals and songs. The name of the book is Shekhar Ka Safar. She is a lyricist and writes songs, ghazals which are about to be released. Oh my God, she has multi-talented Pratibha ji. And recently, she's also producing Baitak, which is culturally yours. And Pratibha ji has multiple talents, and also she encourages dancing, singing, and across the Indian and also in the Asian countries as well. So anyone who has definitely a good skills, so Pratibha ji can help us to facilitate bringing their talent onto the TV. So thank you again, Pratibha ji, for giving your time and explaining today's
Thank
topic on vitamins. So tell us if we have missed anything about yourself so that we can straight away get it started.
Well, this is basically, of course, I know that I'm mainly more cancer immunology. I have a lot of the research done in cancer in my PhD time. And also now I'm in more into prevention, The disease can happen anytime. You all know that. If you consider disease pattern today, 30 years ago was different, and today we have different. For example, cardiovascular, your cancer, your diabetes, and obesity, all these diseases are like, spreading like anything, if you can see that. And so research is done in most of the doctors and physicians, and also researchers are working on the research. But at the same time, bodies are ours. We have to maintain our body ourselves. So information is available everywhere. If you pick up the magazine, if you pick up the worldwide, blogs or news channels or YouTube, you'll see millions of people have posted those information. But after all, health is yours. It's in your hand. Information is enough, but our health is in our own hand. That is what I'm here, Mr. Ravi. Today, I'm going to be talking to just like a layman's language, nothing very specific, very scientific, but just a daily routine and how you maintain your health with your information. And also, I'm going to be thankful to Mana TV to take this initiative of providing some health related initiative, which is coming through your channel. And many of the channels do different things, but I think your success would be based on your performance in this show, so we will know that how people are getting impacted. And I would definitely, if there is an audience here, they can also send questions to you and we can answer the question. Back to you.
Thank you, Pratibha ji. You have rightly said there is a lot of content across everywhere, but how do we digest is very, very important. So we have been very, very busy. If you see now, everyone is busy in their WhatsApp life or mobile life or everything. So we all know that we have to be healthy. To be
Yeah.
healthy, exercising is important, and prevention is important. And health check every year is also important. Most of us do at US, in
Yeah.
India too. Now that is coming
Yeah.
up. So tell
Yes.
us more about what is the role of a vitamin and how frequently we have to check this, and throw some light on this, how to make it happen in our daily lives.
To answer this question, I'm going to start with one thing very important in that. For example, your personal health maintenance. Now we do maintain our home, right? We clean
Yes.
up our home every day or our weekly basis. We maintain a lot of things like that. So to encompass the many facets of personal health maintenance, so a lot of people provide information, for example, like allopathic, holistic, or homeopathic, or naturopathic, or orthomolecular, or for example, some of the research scientists have a folk healers, and herbalists and nutritionists, dietitians, reflexologists, and all those acupressure therapies. All these things are there, right? So these are available for all of us, and you choose and pick based on your lifestyle. The lifestyle is basically based on what you are doing at this time. For example, if you're a construction worker, your lifestyle will be different. And if you're a doctor or an engineer, your lifestyle is different. If you're sitting on a table and chair for several hours of the day, your lifestyle is different. So ideally, if you see, in my opinion, the nutrition and diets are based on generic version. But in my opinion, nutrition and diets should be based on your personal lifestyle. For example, if I'm 5 foot 2 inches tall, my lifestyle is totally different. My food consumption and my food intake or anything I take, such as water intake, will be different than a sports athlete who is 6 feet tall, right? So I have to make our audience understand. First of all, you have to check your lifestyle, what your lifestyle is all about. How many hours do you do activities? How many hours do you sleep? Based on that, you can organize your lifestyle. Now, so lifestyle basically is under your control, correct? So nutrition and nutrition information is generic to every one of them. If you pick up any of the books, nutrition will never tell you that this nutrition is for this population or this person or this height or this weight, right? Now, if you see, as an NRI, I was born and brought up in North India. Even
Mhm.
if you take considerations of entire India, if you take east, west, north, and south, their food habits are different. Their, in fact, pattern is different. Their lifestyle is different. Their weather is different. Everything is different. But how could you have nutrition generic for every one of them? So my answer to your question is that, Mr. Puranji, is that based on lifestyle, you choose what is your actual lifestyle, and then you suggest and you design, basically customize your plan of action in that area. Back to you again.
Wow, that's very well said, Pratibhaji. I didn't know that you need to also consider your lifestyle. I thought everyone have to have certain vitamins, certain food habits, certain nutrients. But it's very interesting to know from you that we need to understand our lifestyle. So tell us more
Exactly.
about, how do we need to find? Are there anyone who can guide us? Because a normal person doesn't know all those stuff. So how do you tell us? How do you tell us to observe us and follow the nutrients? Is there any
Certainly,
way?
absolutely, absolutely. I believe that, first of all, every day you have a daily routine. Am I correct? What time
Yes.
you wake up in the morning, what time you go to work, and are you working online or you're working on a physical location, your
Mhm.
driving distance, and your sleeping time, your waking up time. So all these inclusive of that. And when do you eat and what do you eat? If you're diabetic, you're eating different. If you're cardiovascular health conditions, you're eating different. If you're a normal person, and I would say, Mr. Puranji, is, in my opinion, there is nobody at this time who is completely normal and natural or completely disease free. Even if you're not, you are stressed. You all have stress, and stress cannot be identified by physical, expressions. It is already internal, because stress can create a lot of disease as well. So, for example, first of all, when you have your lifestyle, based on what lifestyle you have, and then you organize. For example, some of the moms who stay home, right? They don't go out for work, but they're still at home, but they still have a lot of things to do, correct? They're also stressed. People who are doctors, people who are physicians, people who are construction workers, people who are working in a garden, or they're working in a store, they're standing on their feet for several hours. So human body is designed based on your lifestyle as well. And in human body is very forgiving. The way you treat the body will respond to you. Now, aging factor comes into that action as well. For example, let's say, for example, if you're 30 years old and your lifestyle is full of stress, definitely you will have diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular. But what if you are 60 and plus years old and your lifestyle is completely balanced? You will look better, correct? So there is no basically coordination with that. So in my opinion, first of all, we have to identify what your lifestyle is all about. Now, I've seen a lot of women who call me and tell me that my lifestyle is, of course, very, very calculated, and I feel happy about it. You know why? Because I'm very organized in a way. I plan my day every day. What I'm eating, what day I'm eating, what time I'm eating. So I don't have any stress. So I don't have to reinvent the wheel every single day. What do I cook today? Because I already know what exactly is planned by. So if you are an audience listening to me, first of all, make your schedule on daily basis. Weekly basis is also good, so that you don't stress what to cook, what not to cook, and what to eat, what not to eat. Such as, for example, I would say that, a lot of women, they get tired, they get body aches and body, systems are very, very, strange. And sometimes they're like complaining about the headaches, right? They say, well, I've been having headaches since long. I would suggest, take some vitamins or take some sort of help to yourself instead of complaining, because your whole day will go very, very wasteful, correct? So if you have any symptom, for example, your body's aching, you need to check. You need to check vitamin D content in your body and magnesium. If your body has a lot of muscle pains, muscle, kind of like a toughness or stiffness, you definitely know that your body is needing some magnesium and calcium and vitamin D. And if your knees are hurting, of course, I can tell you that a lot of people will say, if you grow older, you will have a knee pain. In my opinion, if you don't maintain yourself, you will have a knee pain, which means if you're a 20-year-old playing tennis, and if you don't have a cartilage in your knees, you will have a pain. You will have a surgery. That is why a lot of sports athletes, they do have your knee surgeries, right? Because they don't have cartilage in your body. The cartilage is basically, it's a glue material to maintain and to sew together your bone structure. Now, for example, your shoulders, and when you're playing racket tennis or things like that, you're actually consuming your cartilage from all the joints flour. So you need to incorporate glucosamine in your diets, right? So, and again, then you will ask me this question, where do I find glucosamine? You need to find the foods which are good in glucosamine. For example, you may not like mushrooms, correct? But mushrooms are great for vitamin D composition and also incorporation of calcium and magnesium. But if you don't do the diets, definitely you will have knee surgery. So you have to imagine yourself, would you like to go to an orthopedic surgery, or you would like to make a change in your lifestyle, which is easier for you, right? And also daily lifestyle is very, very important in a sense, because if you don't maintain daily, body will tell you, exactly will tell you. Yeah. For example, let's say you have, some injuries, correct? And you're having tough time injuries, correct? Now for injuries, what kind of injuries? If you're bleeding, or if you have for example, coughing and cold or something like that. If you see a pattern of you being sick on a regular basis, you need to check what it means. Vitamin C is basically, it is for your immune system. It's an immune system enhancer. And a lot of people say, well, zinc, correct? Zinc, vitamin C, B complexes. And people say, I take B vitamin. So information is very limited in people's minds. And I would recommend people to basically, to find out exactly, what exactly you want. For example, people say, well, I take B vitamin, but they don't know. There's a B1, B2, B5, B6, B12. All these vitamins are called B complex. And B complex will work only if you have everything all together, right? I'm going to give you an analogy, Mr. Puranji. For example, if you have to make a project of building a table, correct? If you have to build a table, you need to have correct tools. You need to have a wood. You need to have a game plan. You need to have a nails. and you have to put exact place the nails where to fix together, correct? So if you don't do, and if you don't have all the material at once, your project will go forever without completion. Body is just like that. So don't take it example for, oh, I take vitamins. No, you have to take daily. Daily in the sense, daily specific times. For example, vitamin C prevents your body from injuries, and it's a tissue regeneration. If you want to look good, if your skin needs to be more better, you need to have a vitamin C in your daily diets. Vitamin C not only prevents you for injuries for your skin tissue regeneration, it also helps in your cardiovascular health. See, whole entire body is very well coordinated. Everything is needed on a regular time. And body will not tell you. Body will tell you only with the symptoms. For example, I am not going to go into too much deeper into, but I'm going to give you example. For example, if you're having headache on a consistent basis, people say, I have a migraine. My parents used to have migraine, right? My dad used to have, my mom used to have, so I will have it. See, none of the diseases are specified on a genetic genes. They are all based on your daily habits. For example, if you have headaches on a regular basis, definitely you need B12 vitamin, okay? B12 vitamin on a consistent basis for 3 months. Give your time at least 30 to 90 days, okay? So body will get used to it as long as the micronutrients are going to transport into your body. Cellular basically metabolism is going to be identified by you, and you will know the difference.